Hello, my name is Alfredo Di Stéfano, and if you're listening to my story today, you're hearing the voice of a boy who once chased a worn-out ball through the dusty, uneven streets of Barracas in Buenos Aires, dreaming under the hot Argentine sun. I was born on July 4, 1926, in that working-class neighborhood, the eldest son of Alfredo Di Stéfano Sr. and Eulalia Lorle Gilmont. My father, a first-generation Italian-Argentine whose own father Michel had emigrated from the island of Capri in the 19th century, had been a solid defender for River Plate before a cruel knee injury forced him to retire early in 1912. He worked as a butcher and businessman, but football remained in his blood. My mother, with her beautiful mix of French and Irish roots, relatives from Swinford in County Mayo, brought warmth, discipline, and a strong sense of family to our modest but loving home. I had a younger brother Leo and a sister Norma. We were inseparable, sharing everything from meals to endless games. Wikipedia: from the moment I could walk, my father placed a ball at my feet. He taught me the basics on the streets and in local oratories. We played for neighborhood teams like Unidos y Venceremos in Barracas and later Imon in the Flores district. Those early years were magical yet tough, barefoot or in worn shoes, dodging carts and puddles, learning balance, vision, and above all, never giving up. People in the barrio already noticed something special. They said I had an explosive speed and a natural understanding of the game that went beyond my age. But life tested us. In 1940, when I was 14, my family moved to the countryside near Cadillal for my father's work. There, days were long. I labored alongside my father during the day, herding animals or working the land under the blazing sun, building the incredible stamina that would later define me. At night, under the stars, I played with Leo for the local club Union Progresista. Those rural years taught me sacrifice, resilience, and the pure joy of football when no one was watching. We returned to Buenos Aires in 1943, and I knew my destiny awaited. Wikipedia: at 17, my father wrote a recommendation letter to River Plate, the club of his heart. I impressed in the youth trials and joined the second team. My first mentor, Carlos Pucel, taught me to keep the ball low and play with intelligence. I debuted for the first team on July 15, 1945, against Huracan in a 2-1 defeat. I was still raw, starting as a right winger, but I quickly adapted. There was even a short loan to Huracan in 1946 where I scored 10 goals in 25 games, honing my finishing. Back at River in 1947, everything exploded. I became the league's top scorer with 27 goals as we won the Argentine Championship. That same year, I earned my only 6 caps for Argentina, scoring 6 goals and helping win the 1947 Copa America. Fans nicknamed me La Seta Rubia, the Blond Arrow, for my blonde hair and lightning pace. My hero was Arsenio Erico, and I modeled my movement after him. Wikipedia: then came the 1949 players' strike in Argentina. Many of us, seeking better conditions, headed to Colombia's Millonarios, the famous Ballet Azul. Those 4 years in Bogotá were transformative. Playing alongside masters like Adolfo Pedernero and Antonio Baez, I evolved from a pure speedster into a complete footballer. I learned to drop deep, create, defend, and led. We won 4 league titles, 1949, 1951-53, and I was top scorer twice. In 1952, we traveled to Madrid for a friendly and beat Real Madrid 4-2 at the Bernabeu. Santiago Bernabeu himself watched me closely that night. A bidding war followed between Barcelona and Real Madrid. In 1953, at age 27, I signed for Los Blancos after a dramatic saga. It felt like fate. ESPN: what happened next was pure legend. I helped Real Madrid dominate an era. 8 La Liga titles, 1 Copa del Rey, 5 consecutive European Cups from 1956 to 1960. I scored in every single final, including a hat-trick in the 1960 Glasgow masterpiece against Eintracht Frankfurt, 7-3. We also claimed the first Intercontinental Cup. In 396 official games, I scored 308 goals. I won 2 Ballon d'Or awards in 1957 and 1959. My versatility was key: striker, midfielder, even dropping back when needed. Alongside Puskas and Gento, we created football poetry. I naturalized as Spanish in 1957 and scored 23 goals in 31 matches for La Roja. Those European nights under the floodlights, the roar of the Bernabeu, they still give me chills. Britannica life had its shadows too. In 1963, during a tour in Venezuela, revolutionaries from the National Liberation Armed Forces kidnapped me for 2 days in Caracas. It was terrifying, taken from my hotel room at gunpoint, worrying about my wife Sarah and our young son who had just turned 8. They released me unharmed after using it for publicity, but it reminded me how fragile even the greatest fame can be. I retired after playing for Espanyol, then enjoyed a successful coaching career. In 1989, I received the unique Super Ballon d'Or. I married my beloved Sarah Freitz in 1950. We shared 6 wonderful children: Alfredo, Ignacio, Sofia, Silvana, Helena, and Nanette. Sarah passed in 2005, leaving a huge void. Until my final days on July 7, 2014, I served as honorary president of Real Madrid, watching new stars chase the same dreams I once had on those dusty Barracas streets. Wikipedia to every young boy or girl reading or listening right now. Football gave me the world because I gave it my soul from the very first kick in the streets. Work hard in silence, embrace the tough days on the farm or the barrio pitch, and never lose that childlike love for the ball. It connects continents, heals hearts, and creates legends. Dreams to come true if you run with passion. Hala Madrid forever. And thank you for sharing this journey with me.